Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing today? I hope I find you all well, and I hope you're ready for a full day of fun streaming here today. My last day before a break. I know that it's such a quick deal here. I've only streamed for 4 days, and that's confusing because I'm usually here for 6 days, right? But this week was very different. We had the changed schedule last week, so now today is my last streaming day before I take a break, but then I'll be back for 6 straight days after my break tomorrow. Okay? First of all, we got some interesting conversations going on in stream chat today. Let me tell you guys. During the pre-stream here, I was chatting it up with everyone, and we're talking about, how due to the coronavirus scare, and everyone freaking out about this coronavirus, that you have these idiots running to the stores and absolutely buying up and hoarding all the bottled water and toilet paper. Right? Of all the things, bottled water and toilet paper, bottled water, which makes no sense because you can just turn on your faucet and drink. Toilet paper, I'm even more confused. How much toilet paper do you use that if you're quarantining yourself, you need to buy like 100 rolls of toilet paper, right? Like, I just don't understand it. People who do this kind of stuff, they have no fucking brains in their heads, Okay, I want to prevent the coronavirus from spreading and for me getting it. Let me buy bottled water and toilet paper. I'm sure that's going to solve it, right? Anyway, we were talking about creative ways that you can do these things. Like, what happens if you don't have bottled water? Well, obviously, you just drink tap water. You can filter it with the filtration system like Brita or whatever. I used to do that. I stopped doing that because the Brita filtration, for some reason, was giving me heartburn for a while. So I stopped drinking the Brita, and I started drinking bottled water. But, hey, if I got to go back to it, I got to go back to it for now. Right? Toilet paper, like, what do you do if you can't buy toilet paper? What do you do? And people are talking about, well, there's ways around it. You can wash your ass every single time you shit. So it's like I take a shit, and now I jump in my shower and I spray, I blast my ass with water. It's like, well, that's not very practical. Imagine having to take a quick shower every time you take a dump. What if I'm on a stream? I'm like, man, I gotta use the bathroom. Sorry, guys, I'll see you in like 20 minutes because I have to take a shower after I shit. And then dry my whole body off or whatever. I mean, that'd be pretty impractical and pretty damn annoying, quite frankly. So hopefully, that would not be the case. Hopefully toilet paper will be available. Or what else do you do? I guess you use paper towels. That's going to hurt. And then I said, since everyone's freaking out, why not, if you really want to make money right now, what you would do is you would hoard the hand sanitizer and the toilet paper, and then you would combine the two. So you would soak the toilet paper, pre-soak it in the hand sanitizer. So now as you wipe your ass, you're also sanitizing your hands at the same time. So it's 2 birds with 1 stone. The only problem is that's really going to hurt when you wipe. So I hope you like to have a burning ass. But, So anyway, we're talking about some silly stuff in the stream. Obviously, we're joking for now, but what we hope is with this whole coronavirus going around, and that hopefully, number one, that it doesn't keep going the rate it's going with the amount of number one, I would say the amount that spreading sucks. We don't want it to spread across the whole country. We don't want people who are already having compromised immune systems or who are elderly to be sick and die. It's fucked up, right? We want them to we don't want this to affect as many people as it's affecting. We're hoping that at some point it'll be curtailed, but who knows? The thing is, it's the same as, the spreading is the flu. And every single year we get a flu season where a lot of people get the flu. It's kind of, the same similar risks. And it sucks because, now we don't really talk about the flu that much anymore. Oh, it exists and every year it comes out or whatever, right? This is a brand new thing. And we obviously don't want people to get hurt or whatever. So hopefully it calms down. Hopefully we can get it under control, right? But outside of that, what I'm hoping is that the scare goes away. It becomes more commonplace to understand the coronavirus is here. We're gonna have to battle it, and nothing we can do about it. Going out and buying mass commodity of goods isn't going to solve the virus. Like, what do you think you're doing? All you're doing, if you're running out there, okay. Oh boy, someone's carving some wood across the street. It sounds like. If you're running out there and you're buying up all the commodities, so that people who really need them can't get them, you're not helping yourself and you're not helping others. Like, you're literally just hurting everyone because you're a fucking idiot. So, for me, it's like, am I really worried? No, I'm not. Okay, number one, if you get coronavirus, you fight it, you survive. Both Kat and I are of an age that we're pretty sufficiently sure that we can fight it off if we get it. We don't want to get it, obviously, but hopefully we'll be able to not have an issue there. Neither of us have massively compromised immune systems where we feel like we're that we're afraid of it or whatever. But what we're more worried about is when you go to the store and they don't have anything. You got no water, no toilet paper, no food. Now what the fuck do you do, right? So we're hoping that this isn't the situation, that people stop hoarding and, you don't have a widespread panic problem because of this. I think the risk is greater at this point of widespread panic making people act like idiots than of us getting the virus and being worried about, oh no, the long-term repercussions. I think, yeah, we get sick, you get sick, just like the flu. And we'll fight it off and we'll get better versus, people running out there and acting like idiots. Complete, panicking morons. So, I guess we'll see what happens. It is concerning. Tomorrow, Kat and I have our day off, and we're going to go grocery shopping, and who knows what they're going to have. We're going to plan a meal schedule and say, okay, here's what we want to do this week. But what if we go out there, and there's nothing, that all the ingredients we want aren't even there because everyone bought them up because of this panic, right? So it's a concern. What the hell? We'll see what happens. Hopefully it gets better. I really do. I hope that we don't get to a situation where things are really, really bad. And, I think what's going to happen is that coronavirus is going to spread just like the flu. It's going to become a more commonplace thing that we expect it to hit in a certain season every year. And there's going to be certain people that are at risk and you got to try to stay healthy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just common things. But we're not used to a new strain or a new virus like this spreading in the way that it is, and it's causing a panic. So, anyway, I wish all of you the best. I really do. I hope everyone out there is safe who watches my stuff. You and your families as well. I hope you're all, at least when I say take precautions, I don't mean go hoard shit like an idiot. What I mean is do common things that you should be doing, like washing your hands all the time and, covering your mouth when you cough and don't touch your face that much. Very common sense stuff that a lot of people don't tend to do. Okay? All right. All right, guys. So anyway, let's get back now to the subject at hand and not talk about all the stuff that worries you in real life. Let's talk about gaming. Let's talk about my streams, okay? So today, as I said, the final full day of streaming. Tomorrow I got a day off. What are we doing today? We're starting off with Mega Man 2, which we began last stream, and I played it for about an hour. We did basically the intro segment and got to the point where they're going to send us off to do missions and the like, okay? So that's where we're starting up today. We're going to start up the first major mission in the game and see what happens. I don't know how long this game is. Mega Man 1 only took about 3 to 4 hours to get through the majority of it, but then the final segment was quite lengthy, and you had your boss gauntlet at the end like you typically have in Mega Man games. And so that one took a little bit longer to beat. I see probably 2 hours to beat, so I guess it was about a 5-hour playthrough or something like that. So I don't know how long this one will be. We'll see. We're going to play it all day as the mainstream today. And then later tonight, it's my weekly Minecraft chill stream. All right, tonight we're going to balance stuff out. We're going to work a little bit on the mob grinder, but according to what Papa Vera, was saying, this week we're going to begin some focus on building the egg statue, the Yoshi egg. As per PW Dub's request from being the top contributor a couple weeks ago, we're going to start building a nice Yoshi egg statue. So we're going to kind of split our time between the two projects. And we got a third project to consider for the future. We're not going to rush into it yet. But per the top contributor of last week, and their request, I'm going to talk with the stream chat and talk with Papa Vera and talk with everyone a little bit about this and see what we think about what we can do for this next project, okay? So it'll be a fun, chill stream tonight of building and a lot of fun stuff, all right? Tomorrow I'm off, all right? When I come back on Wednesday, it'll be the continuation of Mass Effect 2. All right, we finished up all the content on Ilium finally, and we're leaving Ilium, and we're going to head out and start doing the companion missions for all of my crew members. I believe that at this point I've got like 5 or 6 more I can do, so we're going to start doing those as a main focus. Okay, that's going to be the main focus of the stream on Wednesday. Wednesday night, the continuation of Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Okay, this has been a really fun stream so far. The 2 sessions I've done it, even though I'm pretty much lost and don't really understand the systems of the game yet. You know, you guys are helping me out. And so last time around, not only did I complete a few quests, but also I found a full suit of armor, which was really awesome. And hopefully that'll help me in the game. So, good stuff. And continuing on with that Wednesday night. Thursday is going to be the final major session of Mega Man Zero Collection. Okay? So I'm well aware that the Mega Man Zero / ZX Legacy Collection has 6 games in it. I never had plans to play through all these games right away. My original plan was I was actually just going to play 1 or 2 anyway. And what we're going to do is we're going to do one final major stream of this on Thursday. I'm not sure how far we're going to get in it. Okay? We'll have to see. But that's going to be it. And then after that stream, we're going to put it on hiatus. Hopefully by then I'll have beaten Mega Man Zero 2 at the very least. And we'll see what happens. But I'm going to put it on hiatus for now because there's going to be a lot of new releases coming out in the near future. In fact, every single week, like once a week, there's going to be a major release for the next several weeks to month. And because of that, there's no way I'm going to be able to keep playing this game. Okay? So it's going to go on hiatus for now. All right? It will come back at some point. Yes, I will come back to play the other games in the collection, but I don't want to give you guys the misconception that this is going to continue right now as a playthrough. It's not, okay? So, Thursday, final stream of that, and then Thursday night, it's going to be more Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, and the major focus of this Thursday night stream is going to be multiplayer. Now that I finally unlocked it, boy, did it take a lot of gameplay to get to the multiplayer and try to unlock it, but now we're going to try to play some multiplayer in the game. I did my first match last night, and I won 2-1. It was a set, and I won the set 2-1, which was nice to win my first set ever. So we're going to play more of that Thursday night, okay? Then on Friday, it's the start of a new playthrough, a new release, Neo 2. Finally, you guys have been demanding, ever since the fall, that I play a game that's Dark Souls-esque. And, of course, Neo is very much like that. That starts on Friday, and that's going to be a major stream. Friday night will be my weekly Throwback Street Fighter session. Okay? And then on Saturday, it'll be more Neo 2. So I'm going to do 2 back-to-back days of Neo 2. Okay? And then Saturday night, it's going to be more Elder Scrolls. Then Sunday, it'll be Mass Effect 2. Okay? And quite frankly, off the top of my head, I'm having a little bit of a brain fart. I think I'm doing more Grand Blue. Yeah, that's right. I was going to do more Grand Blue on Sunday night to mix in with Mass Effect 2. And then on Monday, more Neo 2 and Minecraft. So that's the schedule for the entire week. Okay? So I hope that sounds good. We got a mix of ongoing playthroughs, new playthroughs, chill game content at night. Good stuff. Good variety of stuff coming up in the next week or so. Okay? Excuse me. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have good news. Are you guys ready for the good news? Officially, as of last night, we hit the subscriber goal for March. This is excellent news. This is very exciting. You know, we were trying to, for the whole first 8-9 days we were struggling, and boom, we hit it last night. People were very generous, gifted a lot of subs, made it happen. All right? That means, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a new Viewer's Choice playthrough. Now, apologies in advance. I have not had a chance to set anything up with this. I will. I swear to you, this week at some point, more than likely I was thinking Thursday night, I might have some time to set this up. What we're going to do, people are going to start nominating games on my website, thekingofhate.com. All right? And it's going to go just like it did last time, where the nominations process will more than likely last about a week to 2 weeks. And then a poll will go up. And that poll will probably last about a week to 2 weeks. Okay? And then we'll get a game determined that'll be the viewer's choice playthrough, and that's going to start up more than likely sometime in April. I'll be honest, right now I don't have time for it anyway, so it makes more sense to hold off and have viewer's choice become a playthrough in, say, mid to late April, once these constant new releases finally calm down a bit. Okay? So that's how it's going to go. Okay? So that's coming up. That's good news, right? That's really good news. And I know you guys are excited for another viewer's choice playthrough. All right? The last game that I played was Donkey Kong 64. I didn't know what to expect with that one, and boy, that was a grueling game. But I got it done, and I 101%ed the damn thing. So, previously, games such as Danganronpa, Persona 5, Super Mario Sunshine, Sonic 2006, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Yakuza, and many other franchises have all been selected as like a viewer's choice event. And quite frankly, many of these games ended up becoming ongoing series that I absolutely loved and played more and more over the years. So that's why I like viewer's choice. It basically exposes me to stuff that maybe normally I would have skipped over, or stuff that maybe I wouldn't have played at all. And it ends up being super fun because of that. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see what happens. All right, that's going to go into effect, like I said, later this week. I will let you guys know when the nominations process is opened up. Okay, and we'll go from there. Now, you may notice something, guys. If you take a look at the top of your screens, there's still a sub goal in effect. So you may say, wait a minute, what is that? Why is there a sub goal again? You know, we just hit the goal of 675 subs, which, by the way, dipped a couple overnight. That's why we're back down to 673. You might say, well, I don't understand. Why is there another sub goal up there? Well, I promise you guys that if we hit a tier 1 sub goal, I would set up a tier 2 sub goal. All right? So let's talk a little bit about this. All right? Here's the deal. The last few times that I did a viewer's choice event, people were disappointed. Allow me to explain why. Okay? I'll tell you why. Because we had polls going or whatever, and it seems like there's always a heated competition. There's always a heated competition between the game that's going to win. And people seem to be disappointed when a game that maybe is very close to winning doesn't win. So this time around, folks, especially because I know there will be some new releases coming up, okay? But I know also in particular, in the months of May and June, things tend to slow down a little bit for new releases until like E3, and then usually things pick up. Here's the thing, though, and I'll be very honest here with you guys. I'm thinking E3 this year may not even happen because of the coronavirus. You know, and I know that sounds weird, but a lot of major conventions and get-togethers are being canceled. And being the fact that Sony's not going, Microsoft's not going, Nintendo's not going, pretty sure no one's going because no one wants to get coronavirus. I think E3 is not going to happen this year. I'm predicting this ahead of time. I think E3 is done. I think this is the beginning of the end for E3, that coronavirus is the final straw that breaks the camel's back. And I think E3 is going to be canceled. That's my prediction. I could be completely wrong, but that's my prediction. So, with E3 basically in jeopardy, I'm thinking we're not going to have that giant explosion of game season around June like we usually do. Okay? So, here's what I'm thinking. If we hit a tier 2 sub goal for this month of 725 subscribers, all right, the viewer's choice event will be expanded. Okay? That means that both the first and second place games will be played as playthroughs. Okay? So, this pretty much gives unprecedented control to you guys. All right? Because you guys always get angry when the second place game doesn't make it. And over the years, the game that comes in second place, it's weird because sometimes it's different kinds of games. And then you think, oh, so that's fine because it made second place last time. When we do the viewer's choice poll this time, it'll win. No, then it doesn't even make it into the running. It's like, what? So that's what we're going to do. If we hit a tier 2 sub goal for March, which we have many days left. I mean, we've got like over 21 days or something left in the month, 3 more weeks. Okay? in an unprecedented move, all right, both the first and second place games will be played as full playthroughs. Okay? Fair enough? Now, I'm about to piss some people off. I don't care. All right? Because you know me. I'm Mr. Honest. I'm Mr. Matter of Fact. And I tell you like it is. Okay? Here's the deal. Sadly, I have to ban a certain category of game right now. And you're not going to like it. And I don't care. Because I got to do what's best for myself and my content. All right? So here we go. I'm not actually banning this category because of the reason that idiots will spin it like this. I'm banning it for a very matter-of-fact reason. Okay? So, guys, I want you to think about the kind of games that I'm going to be playing in the next few weeks. All right? Right now, I'm playing Mega Man. Okay? But Mega Man's going on hiatus. Okay? I'm playing Mass Effect. Okay? I'm also playing a few chill games at night. Right? So, excuse me. So I have to factor that in. Then, what games am I playing soon? I'm playing Neo 2 starting this Friday. I'm playing Doom next week. Okay? Then I'm playing Final Fantasy. And then I'm playing Resident Evil, and then I'm playing Final Fantasy. I screwed that up. So what I need to do here, guys, I need to categorize games, because here's the thing. Let's say, for example, we do a viewer's choice, and people vote in 2 games that are almost exactly the same as the new release games that I'm playing. That's not going to be good. I'm telling you, it's not going to be good. I can't play 2 of the same kind of game at the same time, right? Already, I know I'm playing a long, drawn-out RPG with Morrowind. I'm playing another RPG with Mass Effect 2. You know, I have to factor these things in, okay? So, I'm eliminating 2 games, or 2 styles of games from the viewer's choice ahead of time to prevent duplication and to prevent stagnation. Okay? And already people are complaining I didn't even announce what it is yet. You see what I mean? Wah. Well, tough shit. Because I'm a streamer, full-time streamer. I have to make sure that the stuff that I'm putting out on my streams is variety. I can't just play the same kind of game for 3 months straight and expect that the viewers are going to come back. Alright? I'm not stupid. Alright? So, there's 2 styles of game that I'm banning from being able to be eligible for viewer's choice for this event. All right? And that's why I'm telling you this up front before we hit the tier 2 goal, so there's no misconceptions. The first is open world RPG / Elder Scrolls game. I'm already playing Morrowind. I don't want people to start nominating Oblivion or a run in Skyrim, or, you know what I mean? Or any other open world RPG that's very similar to that. I'm not going to allow Fallout. We're not doing that. Because I'm already doing Morrowind. That would be pretty stupid if we did 2 of the same kind of game at once. Especially insanely long drawn out RPG. People are just going to get bored and pissed. Alright? So, I am eliminating that. Other kinds of RPGs are eligible. Turn-based or other style. As long as it's not open world RPG like that. All right, it's eligible. So I'm just throwing that out there. It'll be fine, okay? I don't want you guys to think that I'm eliminating all RPGs. I'm not. I love RPGs. I'm not going to complain at all about playing an RPG. I just don't want to be playing 2 of the same kind of RPG at once. The other one, here we go. Get ready, guys. Get ready for people to whine and bitch and complain. Soulsborne games. I'm already playing Neo 2 this Friday. That's going to be a long playthrough, as you know. Soulsborne games, or Soulsborne-style games, are very long and challenging. And if you remember, Neo 1 took me quite some time to play and beat, right? It took forever. If I remember correctly, it was like a month, if not longer, to get through there. So I'm sorry for all the people who scream and bitch and stamp their feet that they wanted to see me play Code Vein. It ain't happening now. I already told you, number 1, I'm not interested in playing the game at all. And I'm about to play a game of the very same style that's a new release. That's going to take more precedence, and it's going to be more important, and more people are going to be interested in seeing it anyway. Alright? So that means no Code Vein, no Dark Souls, no Sekiro, no Bloodborne, no Lords of the Fallen, and none of those other 100 Soulsborne clones that are coming out. I'm already playing Neo 2. It wouldn't make sense to be playing 2 of the same style of game at the same time. or back to back. Because if you think about it, Neo 2 I'm going to start this week. It's going to be balanced with everything else. I almost guarantee you it's going to take me like 3 weeks or longer to beat it with how long those games are with on all the other new releases. So potentially, how am I going to start up doing a viewer's choice that's the same style of game when I'm still playing the game? It wouldn't make any sense. Okay, so there you go. All right, those are the two criteria that I'm laying down. No open world RPG, no Soulsborne game. Trust me, there's 50 billion other kinds of games that you guys can nominate that will definitely be entertaining playthroughs and create variety for the streams. Sorry I got to put my foot down, but here's the deal. Previously I didn't, and people complained when it ended up being too much. If you remember, there was one time when I played like 3 Mario games back to back, and everyone complained and said, see, Phil, you should have taken ownership of your event. This is your fault because you're the streamer and you didn't put your foot down and you let people just pick the same kind of game over and over, and now it's been boring and it's your fault that everything stagnated. I'm like, all right, well, guess what? Fair enough. Then I'm going to put my foot down like I was told in the past. I'm learning from experience. Now, you're going to have people who are entitled and you're going to have people yelling and screaming because they wanted to see a certain style of game and it's not going to happen now. Oh, well. Sorry, I can't give everyone everything they want all the time. As I say, you can please all of the people some of the time, some of the people all of the time, but you can't please all the people all the time. It's just not going to happen. And this is the best thing right now with the fact that we're going to be going ahead and playing a Soulsborne style game in Neo 2 for a month or more. I don't want to be playing double Soulsborne. The fact that we're already playing Morrowind, that's something you guys asked for since last summer. We're not going to do another open world RPG. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. Okay? So, when it comes to viewer's choice, think of other games you guys want to see. By the way, there's tons. People have been asking for tons of other games outside of those 2 genres. I'm sure you guys could come up with some good stuff. Okay? And it's hilarious because there's some people in the stream chat that are screaming, oh, this is great. Finally, we'll have a chance for a different kind of game. And then you got other people who are just whining and complaining because they're not going to get the specific game that they wanted. Oh, well. Tough titties. That's life. And that's how I need to do it. Because like I said, I learned from experience. You know? I know what happens. I know how fickle people are. And I know that if I play 2 Soulsborne games back to back or at the same time, no one's going to give a fuck. I'm not stupid. So, okay. This is great. Philly Buckeye says, vote Mass Effect Andromeda. Well, if you guys really wanted a second playthrough of that, I guess I would do it. If you all want to torture me even worse than Donkey Kong 64, I guess. Okay, then. So there you go, guys. So that's the deal. So I will let you know when the nominations are open. I will clearly list the rules in the nominations thread as well, so there's no misconceptions. Undoubtedly, you're still going to have people nominating the games that are void anyway, and those aren't going to be counted. Okay? So there you go. I will let you know when that is eligible or when that's open later this week, and please start nominating games. All right? Like I said, that'll probably be open for like a 2-week process for you to nominate games before we get to the poll. All right, and so we are roughly 50 subs away from hitting Tier 2. If we hit Tier 2 this month, that means 2 Viewer's Choice games. All right? And the reason that's really important is because, like I said, there's people who really like to see a certain game get played, and then if it gets second place, they get all disheartened and pissed because they're like, damn, now Phil's never going to play it. If we hit the Tier 2 goal, we're guaranteeing that even the second place game gets played. Okay? So there you go. All right? Pretty cool stuff. All right. So that was a long, lengthy intro segment to my pre-stream today. Just wanted to get that out of the way. Hope you guys like everything here coming up. In the next week, it's going to be a really awesome streaming week. And, Viewer's Choice event will start soon. And we got a Tier 2 goal to hit now. Okay, guys? Good stuff. Okay, continuing on. Let's get into the gratuitous plug segment quickly here. All right, and then we will go ahead and do shout-outs as well, like we always do on the pre-stream. Fair enough? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, thanks for 11 awesome years that I've been able to be a content creator here on the internet on a daily basis, sharing my gameplay experiences with all of you. It's an amazing thing to know that I'm one of the luckiest people on the planet that gets to do what he loves for a living. I absolutely love being a live streamer and sharing games and my experiences with you every single day here on stream. I love the interactions we have. It's a pretty awesome and positive thing. It really is. I love it. That being said, it hasn't been a smooth ride. You know, there's been many ups and downs and hurdles on the road. You know, these days, I'm no longer a full-time YouTuber. I'm a full-time live streamer. That means that I primarily focus on the streams. The YouTube videos are just archives of the streams. I don't really focus on them. And it means that my, very matter-of-factly, my income mostly comes from the live streams and your crowdfunding efforts during the live streams, okay? So thank you for that. Thank you for supporting the streams. Thank you for watching them and hanging out with me. And, the fact that I'm here so much, 6 days a week, at least, usually. Last week I was here 8 days a week, which makes no sense because it's only 7 days in a week, but I was here 8 straight days. You see what I'm saying. So, thank you for all of your support and everything on the streams, okay? It is very much appreciated. So, with all that being said, I'm about to explain some of the ways that you can contribute on my stream if you really like my content and you want to see it continue. However, I want you to understand something up front. Contributions are greatly appreciated, but they are not mandatory. It is not required that you contribute to any one of my streams whatsoever. I'm very happy for you guys to just, very simply put, hang out with me on a stream every single day, okay? And have some fun with me and, have some interaction. And that's what it's all about. My streams on Twitch are free. They're not meant to be, a paid service, and they never will be. That's the deal with content creators. Now, if you like the content that I'm doing, and by all means, if you can and you want to contribute, please do. That's how we keep stuff going around here. All right? But I don't want anyone to come to the stream and feel like it's mandatory to contribute, or that because you're not contributing, you're the odd man out, and now you feel like, oh, man, this isn't right. That's not the case at all. You are welcome here, as long as you abide by the rules, of course. But you're welcome here. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me and watching my stuff. And let's have a good time together, I made YouTube videos for 2.5 years before I ever monetized anything. I would continue to stream in some capacity in the future, even if I couldn't do it full time because I love it so much. Obviously, it would be a very reduced capacity from what I do today. But I would still do it because I love it. So, thank you for that, all right? So now, if you can contribute and would like to, all right, without further ado, let's talk about some of the ways you can contribute. First of all, I have a Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. Your monthly pledges to my Patreon earn you personal perks as a way of saying thank you for your pledges. All right. Please give it a look, and all the information there is explained publicly. I'm not going to go into detail here about it on the pre-stream, but thanks to everyone who is currently a pledgee to my Patreon, and thanks to anyone who would consider pledging in the future. Thanks for that. I have a Teespring store where I sell all kinds of fun merchandise. Primarily it's t-shirts, but there's other stuff there like hoodies and mugs and stickers and the like. Good quality stuff, I can attest, because I own a bunch of it myself. And in the, almost 3 years I've owned a bunch of it, hasn't really worn out because I picked a higher quality material. So, thanks to anyone who checks out my Teespring and gets something there, helps me out. You can check that out at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. If you're here live on the stream, chances are you probably would want to maybe contribute in a way that's going to get you noticed on the stream and get you some recognition and interaction with me. So if you either cheer with bits, or you subscribe to my channel, or you tip me. If you do any of those three things, I'm going to give you a verbal shout out on the stream as a way of saying thank you, as long as what you're saying is within the guidelines of the rules. You have to abide by the rules. No insults. Don't derail the stream with a giant paragraph that has nothing to do with the stream. I'm not going to be reading song lyrics and the like. It's subjective what I say and do on my own streams, but in general, people get it. We have fun interactions on the streams. It's a major part of it. It's really fun. So thanks for that, and thanks to anyone even considering contributing, okay? Now, as you can see at the top of the screen, there's a stream stats leaderboard in effect. This is a running tally of your contributions when it comes to top cheerer and top tipper of the day. So great opportunity to get recognized for your contributions there, as I will update that periodically during the day. In addition, we also have leaderboards that are built into Twitch, including top cheerers of the week and people who've gifted subscriptions this week. Now, today is Monday, and per Twitch's criteria, this is actually the first day of the streaming week. So those leaderboards have completely reset. This is an excellent opportunity for you to get recognized if you're looking to contribute, okay, and get some recognition for your contribution. This is a great opportunity for that, okay? So please, If you're gonna, contribute, think about that. Think about ways you can get recognized, and thanks in advance for anyone who does contribute. Now, being very honest and upfront with all of you, the best way to contribute and help me out right now would be by tipping me. The reason is when you tip me, those are funds that I can put towards things immediately. Whether it may be the cost of a new game, whether it could be bills behind the scenes, taxes, whether it's my grocery bill because I'm going shopping tomorrow, right? Whatever it may be, it is those funds that pays for that common stuff on a daily basis. And so because you tip me, I can use those funds immediately. All right, now, other methods of contribution help out just as well, cheering, subbing, etc. However, those methods have a lead time or a processing time before I see any positive benefit from them at all. Okay? So, that being said, I'm not looking to give horse in the mouth. Please, if you're going to contribute, please contribute in whatever way you see fit, in whatever way you can. But if you have the option to choose how to contribute, tipping me does help me more than anything else, which is why we have a tips goal every single day. Okay, guys? Thank you for that. So, in regards to tipping, there's two ways you can do it. Below the stream, there's a tips jar button you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat, and that will bring up a link to go to my PayPal tips page. Okay? A couple things about tipping. First of all, you can tip either using a registered PayPal account. If you have one, makes it very easy. But if you don't have a registered PayPal account, you can actually tip using a debit or credit card, much like any other method of contribution that you do on the internet. You're going to buy something on the internet, use a debit or credit card, right? So that should be readily available to you. If it's not, okay, if you ever, if you don't see that option to tip with a debit or credit card, more than likely it's because you're on a mobile version of the site, and I've noticed on the mobile version sometimes the full options for things don't pop up. So load the full version, the desktop version of the site, if you're on a mobile device, or just jump on a computer. You should see those options. I just tested it about a week ago, and it worked for me. So I usually, every once in a while, someone says, "Oh, I don't see it." Well, it worked for me, so I know it's there. Okay, so thank you to anyone who considers tipping. Now, as a public service announcement, there's something that I like to talk about on every stream. I want you guys to be protected. I want you guys to have your information kept safe. And I want it so that we can have a fun stream and you can feel free to do whatever you want, namely contribute, and not be harassed on the internet for it, okay? Why am I bringing this up? Well, because in the modern era, folks, here, we got people on the internet who sadly are pretty messed up. They want to harass people on the internet anonymously just because they can. It's not because they get anything personal to gain out of it, but it's just because they know that they affect someone negatively and anonymously, and they actually get some kind of weird, sick form of pleasure out of it, okay? Normal people wouldn't do that. Like, I don't want to just harass an anonymous person on the internet that I don't know. Why would I give a shit? Sadly, there's people out there who want to do this just because they can, all right? And you would be surprised the incredible amount of personal information that the common person has public on the internet. Just think between social media like Facebook and Twitter, you probably have information like your friends, your family members, places you hang out, maybe even where you work is all public, right? And just think, people know all the information, how they can use that to harass you or mobilize information against you, okay? So that being said, I want you to feel safe. So please, a couple things. First of all, do what you can to protect your identity. Don't put as much information out there as people think is safe. It's not. All right, just saying. I know firsthand from personal experience, it's not safe throwing a lot of information out there. You got to be careful what you publicly present on the internet. Fair enough? Now, if you're going to contribute on today's stream, one of the things I always recommend is that you try to hide your identity. So if you're going to tip me today, you can tip anonymously. Just say anonymous, and no one will know that it's you because you're not using your name. Or you can completely fabricate a name that has nothing whatsoever to do with your real name or your online persona. Use a name that you made up on the fly, something in regards to like a reference to the game I'm playing or whatever, and don't reference your social media names or anything like that. All right, that way you can still contribute, you can still get recognition, have some interaction with me, but there's no chance that anyone will tie it to you and try to come after you on the internet just because you supported a streamer. And by the way, that goes not just for me, for any streamer. Sadly, there's people out there that just target people who contribute to streams. I don't know why. They're messed up. What can I say? But, I want to see you guys protected. I don't want to hear that people are getting harassed and stuff as a result of checking out a stream. So, please, do what you can. Use due diligence. Protect your information. I'm looking out for you guys. Okay? There we go. Alrighty. Continuing on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the rules. Let's talk a little bit about the rules of the stream. First of all, I'm streaming on twitch.tv. That means I need to abide by all the rules and regulations that twitch.tv has laid out as a professional streaming service. Okay, I can't just say and do whatever I want to do on my stream. I have to abide by the criteria that they have laid out for requirements. Okay, that's number one. But number two, I have my own sets of rules that I lay out because I have a vibe that I like to maintain on my streams. I call it a chill vibe, okay? So what does that mean? Well, I like the fact that when people come to my streams, they can use it as a way to escape from the reality of their real lives. I want someone who comes to my stream to feel like they are free to relax and interact and forget about all those stresses and those annoying things that are bothering them in real life. This is supposed to be an escape. It's supposed to be a place to just have a good time, okay? And so because of that, I try to keep toxicity, I try to keep drama, I try to keep arguments out of my streams so that way people can just relax and have a good one, all right? Because of that, I have two major rules that I enforce on my stream that are pretty important. The first is that we don't talk about politics and religion as a rule of thumb in the stream chat. Reason being, I have found in the 11 plus years that I've been a content creator that these topics are incredibly argumentative and divisive, and basically they just get people really angry at each other. Whenever people start talking about these things, they can't agree to see from another person's perspective. It's like my way or the highway, and it just causes a lot of problems and arguments and drama that we don't need in the stream chat, especially if you're coming here in order to watch me play a game and have a good time. Why do you then want to get harassed by someone talking about politics or religion? Of course, the answer is you don't, right? So that being said, please understand, these are not open topics of discussion in my stream. However, if we are playing a game that has politics or religion as a subject of discussion in said game, then that's perfectly fine. As long as it's in context to what we're doing in the stream, that's completely different. But in general, just talking about these topics in general is pretty derailing, and that's why we don't allow it, okay? Fair enough, guys? Okay, that's number one. Number two, I'm well aware there are tons of people on the internet who are out there just to be toxic. They're there to create drama, controversy, and spin conspiracy theories about me that, quite frankly, are so insanely not true. They take a snippet of fact and they turn it into a big, overblown, dramatic thing so that they can get views and attention and basically try to turn my life into an overdramatic mess that it really is not, all right? These people slander me and defame me, and not only me, but my family members and others on a daily basis. They basically have no moral standards. They're corrupted people. They're fucked up in the head, all right? I know they exist, but I can't do anything about it, you know? I don't have money to sue anyone for defamation. I don't have anything that I can do about this at all. Therefore, we have a rule of thumb. Don't talk about it. Why are we going to talk about it on my stream? If you bring it up, essentially what you're doing is, number one, you're bringing down the stream. You're bringing toxicity and drama and negativity into here. You're derailing the stream because we're focused on a game and people talking with me about said game and interactions and stuff. Who cares about the drama and the bullshit that idiots are doing outside the stream? Nobody. Has nothing to do with my stream, so why are we going to derail it? Number two, by bringing it up on the stream, you're bringing undue attention to the people who do that stuff. You're giving them attention that they crave. That's what they're doing it for. So don't do it, all right? We pretend like it doesn't exist. Please understand that. Please understand that it's against the rules to do that, because sadly some people come in here pretty innocently and they're, oh, Phil, you hear someone said this about you, or, you know, someone's restreaming you, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? I don't care anymore. You know, I'm just here to relax. You know, it's funny because yesterday, apparently, someone on the internet took it upon themselves to use copyright takedowns against people on the internet. I think it was on Twitter, is what people were telling me, that there were like there was a Twitter account that got shut down because of a copyright claim. And they're like, oh, Phil, that was you, right? No, I don't have anything to do with that. I don't care about that shit. I'm here to put out a positive stream every day, and that's it. That's all I care about. That's all. That's what I'm happy to do. That's all I want to do. I don't sit here filing fucking copyright claims against people. I don't do any of that stupid shit. I'm here to have fun. That's all I give a shit about. So I don't want to be involved in the drama. I have nothing to do with it. Keep it out of the streams. Okay, guys? Fair enough? All right. So let's go ahead and let us continue. Hold on, I want to stretch. Actually, I need to open my window too. Oh, there we go. Big stretch. Oh, I needed to stretch. My body's feeling stiff. Ooh, man. And I'm going to go open my window a little bit further because the sun has fully come out, and that means my office is going to heat up by probably between 10 to 15 degrees in the next hour. So let me go open my window fully. Give me a second here. Ugh. There we go. Hopefully the free-flowing air will make it a little bit cooler in here. Okay? All right. So, I've covered everything, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead. We're going to move on to the third and final segment of the pre-stream now. Okay? This is going to be the shout-outs, where I talk with everyone who has contributed. We have a little bit of interaction, a little bit of discussion before we get to the gameplay of the stream. Okay? So first off, overnight, Insomniatic Meat resubscribed for 39 months. Thank you so much, Insomniatic Meat. Over 3 years of consistent support. That is very much appreciated, man. Thank you for that. Fat Mr. Bo subscribed for 9 months. He's looking forward to some Mega Man. When you can't find toilet paper for $100, I'll be selling that brand name shit. So for the unprepared. There you go. Hopefully you're not one of those people who ran out and hoarded all the shit. I know you're just joking. Shout out to Daner2013. Subscribe to the channel for 2 months. Thank you, Daner. I appreciate that. Lawler Mittens did a 100-bit cheer. First cheer of the day. He says, the CDC released regression analysis results clearly demonstrate the virus is going to keep spreading at an exponential rate. They expect it to increase to tenfold per day if no measures are taken. I mean, yeah, much like the flu, like it's going to spread. It's funny because at one point, influenza, oh my God, influenza. It's an epidemic or whatever. And now, influenza is just something we deal with on a yearly basis. There's always an outbreak of flu. It always affects a bunch of people. And sadly, some people pass away because of it. Primarily people who are older and have compromised immune systems. It sucks, but it's just become a part of our daily life, our routine, that we know influenza's out there. So we take precautions to make sure that we hopefully don't catch it. And if we do, we deal with it, right? And I think that's what's going to happen is, sadly, we're going to have an outbreak of coronavirus. It is going to spread. And it's going to become a commonplace thing. Like every year we deal with flu, every year we're going to deal with the coronavirus season, right? It's just going to happen. Now, eventually, we're going to be building up an immunity to it, much like anything else. But then, of course, the strands will mutate and they'll become more resistant to our antibodies. And it's going to be the endless cycle of how viruses work. There's nothing you can do about it. At least we haven't found a cure for this kind of stuff. We just deal with it every year, right? So I think that's what it's going to be. Right now, we're all freaking out, because it's a new thing. And yes, people who are older and have compromised immune systems are very much in monstrous risk. But I think eventually it's going to become something that's going to be just a more commonplace thing. And we're just going to have to handle it, just like everything else, the flu and everything else, right? So that's it, So I do feel now, after hearing all the news and everything of the last couple of weeks, I do feel it's kind of inevitable that the coronavirus will spread commonplace. And, it is what it is, right? Sundance McGee did a 100-bit cheer. He says, we hit the new sub-target. Will there be mass unbans? No, there will not. In fact, there'll be extra bans. How about that? No, I'm kidding. Yes, if we hit the sub-target, I will just ban 50 people just for fun. No, I'm not doing that. That's a joke. Okay. All right, let's continue on. Donkey Kong 64 took me $1. I love your snake laugh. Now apparently I have a snake laugh. First it was like a seal laugh, and then it was ack, 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 which makes no sense because I don't think I've ever laughed ack, 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 ack ever in my life, so I don't know what that one was supposed to be. Then it was a goat laugh, and I actually said, all right, fair enough. I guess I kind of sound like a goat sometimes when I laugh. I can't even really dispute that. But now apparently it's a snake laugh. So there you go. The snake laugh. I don't know where this stuff comes from. But thank you, Donkey Kong, for the dollar tip. I appreciate that. The snake laugh. Baldy Did 100-bit cheer and says hello, Phil. Hope all is well. Thank you, Baldy. I'm looking forward to stream Mega Man 02. I'm looking forward to Minecraft. Looking forward to a final fun streaming day here before we adjourn for my day off tomorrow. So yeah, good stuff. Circumcise me. Tipped $1. Ouch. I don't even know what else to say about that name. But anyway, Circumcise me tipped $1 and says, the Modern Warfare Battle Royale drops tomorrow. If you can't switch your day off, then you should at least clear Wednesday to play the Battle Royale all day long instead of random games from 10 years ago that no one gives a shit about. First of all, I take offense to that because people do care about Mass Effect 2. But I didn't know, is it confirmed that the Modern Warfare Battle Royale is coming out on Wednesday? Is that 100% confirmed? Or excuse me, Tuesday, tomorrow? If so, here's what I'll do. And this is, being truthful. I'm okay with adjusting the schedule. If it's confirmed that it 100% is coming out tomorrow, then when I come back on Wednesday, I'll do it as the late stream. Because that's something I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for a good Battle Royale. We've been waiting to see what the Battle Royale in Modern Warfare is going to be. I would be 100% okay with playing that as a Wednesday night stream and see if it's any good. Some people are saying it's confirmed. I didn't hear about this. When did this happen? I mean, then again, I didn't check Twitter this morning, so maybe it was announced and I completely missed it. It's 150 players. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. Impact Sona says it's squad only. Guys, it's squad only. Why am I going to play it? Is that true? Can someone confirm if it's squad only? Because if it's squad only, why am I going to play it? You guys know I play solo. I don't like the squads at all. Judu said, no, it's not. It's not. Reset says, no, it's not. So already we got misinformation about it. Already we have misinformation about it. I said solo, duos, and trios, no quads. No quads. Keep your quads at home. Keep your quads on campus. Okay. Alright, well. Alright, so here's the deal. If this is true, and if this is coming out on Wednesday night, and if it is actually solo, if it comes out tomorrow, and if it's solo, I'll do it Wednesday night. I'm okay with that. Because Wednesday night we were going to do Morrowind. That's fine. We can always... Morrowind is going to be a long, ongoing playthrough. It's going to continue, don't worry. But there's absolutely no reason for me to go crazy and say, oh, we absolutely have to do Morrowind right away or anything. We'll just do a Morrowind on Thursday instead, and Grand Blue will get bumped and probably get played on the weekend. I'm okay with that. All right? So, what's it called? Warzone? Call of Duty Warzone? All right, so if it really does come out tomorrow, I will check that out Wednesday night. Thank you, Circumcise Me, ouch, for the $1 tip, and thank you for the heads up. But no, I'm not playing it all day long on Wednesday. That's crazy. Battle Royale in general, you play it for a couple hours, it's fun, but then it gets boring. I'm not going to be playing this for an insanely long session or anything. We'll do a couple hours on Wednesday night. We'll see what I think. We'll see what the viewers think, and we'll go from there. Okay? I'm down with that. If you guys are down with that, I'm down with that. The return of Battle Royale. Okay, then. All right, shout out to Akio Artorias, who did a 50-bit cheer. And he asked, oh my God. He asked the following question. I'm trying to get this to work. It's not working. Okay. He asked the following question. What would you say was the most entertaining or helpful course that you took? Any suggestions? If you mean in university, man, that would be an interesting question. I think there was one course that I took that taught me, like bookkeeping skills, like how to use Excel and other things, other programs to track, things like finances and taxes. If I didn't have that, I probably would never be able to even get my taxes done properly. Thank God I know how to use Excel, and I have formulas and everything to jump between pages and keep, basic financials and stuff like that. So that's one thing. I would say I had a course, and I talked about this before. I had a course that was actually run by a priest. And this priest taught a religion course where he completely opened my eyes, because at that point in my life, I had only basically been exposed to the Roman Catholic religion. I was aware that other religions existed, but I didn't know about Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, and all these other religions and how they worked and what their tenets and beliefs were. And this course, very generally covered a lot of that stuff. And if anything, what I learned from this religious course was that many of the world's biggest religions, even though they disagree on the core fundamentals of, is there a supreme being, who is that supreme being, and how should we live our lives based on that supreme being's teachings, that they all have kind of very general things that are very similar. Treat others how you want to be treated is actually one of the very general tenets. Like, be nice to people, and if everyone kind of helps each other out, and doesn't do nasty things to other people constantly, things will be better. That's kind of like one of the general things that almost all major religions believe in, as a rule of thumb to live. There's a lot of overlapping in religions of things like, oh my God, well, in this religion there's a figurehead, but in this religion it's a different name and a different person, but it's almost the same exact person. You see, it's kind of like, it was very eye-opening to me, because basically what I saw was that, man, even though all these people across the world believe different things, in general, they actually have similar belief systems. It's just that it's the specifics that get people all worked up about this is right and this is wrong. It's like, if they would actually open their eyes to realize that a lot of the things that they believe in are very similar, I think people would get along a lot better. But anyway, that course really opened my eyes to a lot of things in regards to religious beliefs and the like. Amongst other things, I'm trying to think what else I took in university. Shit. It's been a long time, man, A lot of the courses were a complete waste of my fucking time. I'd say out of all the courses I took in college, probably about, no lie, 75% of them were complete and utter waste of my time and just wasting my money. Which I then paid for in student loans and stuff for years and years afterward. Excuse me. I would also say a lot of the, marketing. I took a marketing course. Actually, I think I took 2 marketing courses. And boy, did that open my eyes up to how advertisement works. Because before then, I didn't really know how crazy advertisement can be, how deceptive advertisements can be, how mind-numbingly convincing advertisements can be, dependent on catches and things that people do. And that marketing course let me see, oh my God, open my eyes to the world of advertising and how things really work in the real world. A lot of the times in the modern era, I talk about, oh, this game's overhyped and you guys don't understand the only reason it sold was because of a giant marketing budget. I might not even understood how that worked. I might get caught up in hype and stuff on these games like a lot of people do if I didn't take that marketing course. So, all right, guys. Anyway, let's continue. Argonaut89 resubscribed for 3 months. Thank you, Argonaut, for a 3-month resubscription. I appreciate the support. PW Dubs to me $1.30 says, when is the application for mod closed? No time soon. I would say I got quite a lot of applications so far. And I'm currently in the process of talking with my current moderator team about the people who applied for moderator to see if there's anyone recognizes or maybe might prefer one person over another or trust one person over another. I actually got another application just this morning, I believe. So I have to review that as well. It's going to be a while. This is not going to be a process that overnight I just choose people to be mods, okay? But I have quite a few things to go through and consider in regards to people who have requested to possibly be a mod on the stream. So I'll let you guys know when there's an update. More than likely, that'll be later this week. Because right now, today, I'm going to be slammed getting ready for my day off tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm off, and I'm not going to be doing anything in regards to work. All right? It won't be till Wednesday or Thursday where I really get to sit down and do stuff again. So, okay? All right. Ross Prey resubscribed to the channel for 18 months. He says, happy streaming, Phil. I work in the medical center in Scotland, and there's so much panic about the coronavirus. How is it over there? Oh, there's panic. There's definitely panic. Everyone's terrified because the news has spun this thing like it's a fucking zombie apocalypse. Like I said, what I feel is it's a stronger version of the flu. It's dangerous, more dangerous to people with weaker immune systems for sure, and it's spreading quickly. But is it the end of the world? No. Do we need to go out and buy up all the fucking bottled water and toilet paper? Fuck no. But that's what people are doing. No lie, I saw you would think the news should say, don't panic. Here's how to intelligently tackle the virus. Instead, I actually saw stories in the mainstream news sites. Here's the emergency kits you need to go buy right now. And like, what the fuck? Like, stop. When you say shit like, oh, if there's a widespread problem, here's what you need to stock in commodities in mass quantities in your house right now. Like, well, that's responsible journalism, isn't it? No. It's called clickbait horseshit for these fuckers who don't realize the power that they have and that they're going to cause a widespread panic because they're a bunch of assholes. So that pisses me off. But yeah, there's panic, man. There's panic. I told you last Thursday, I was at the grocery store and there was no bottled water at all in the store, and there was like maybe a third of the aisle had any toilet paper in it, of the whole toilet paper aisle. So, it's just going to get worse and worse until people wise up, So, it is what it is, I guess. You can't stop the stupid people from panicking, Let's continue. Limitless K. Lee tipped me $1.33. It says, someone who spent a long time playing competitive fighting games, what was your biggest high from it? Winning your first tourney or maybe going Evo? I won my first local tournament over the weekend. I'm still shaking. What I would say is, for me, when I defied all odds and with zero support and no one really backing me or nothing like that, that I was able to go to Evo and get 4th place at a major. That was pretty unprecedented. Top 3 that year were all Japanese players who were just, leaps and bounds better than the Americans. But I was the top ranked American that year. Everyone said I no one liked me. Everyone said I was the ultimate underdog. No one had any faith that I was going to do well. And I defeated tons of top known players in the Super Turbo tournament in order to make it to the finals, and then won on stage to make it, into the final matches against the Japanese, which is pretty crazy. And then the thing was, that was the start of my journey as a pro player, because then I had confidence. Before then, I was cocky, but I didn't really have confidence. Like, I didn't have confidence that I could just play anyone and beat them until I started doing it. And then that gave me confidence for the 2-3 years after that to consistently go to tournaments, play at a high level. It gave me a name that was recognized. Oh my God, that's the guy who got 4th place at Evo. And I would play and I would win. I get better and better. I'd play more comp. I would win consistently because I had that confidence behind me that now I knew I could do it. Before then I was always the shit talking underdog who couldn't back it up. And then all of a sudden I started backing it up on a consistent basis and winning major tournament. Well, let me put it this way. Winning minor tournament after minor tournament. And then when I went to major tournaments, I actually won a few of those and people were like blown away. Like I started winning Evo qualifiers and stuff. People were like, oh shit. So maybe this guy isn't just a fluke. Maybe this guy isn't just all talk. He's winning Evo, events. So obviously that means something. Okay? So for me, the biggest high is when everyone tells you cannot do something. When in life, someone tells you there's no way you could do that. You're not good enough. You're just this, you're that. People talking shit and telling you that you will never succeed, and then you succeed. That's the ultimate high for me. In Street Fighter, it was when everyone told me that I was nobody and I wasn't good enough and blah blah blah. And here I am placing an Evo, winning tournament after tournament. Even Evo qualifiers and the like, and basically proving all the haters wrong. In this modern day, I'll be honest. Every day that I'm here and I put out a fun stream for you guys, and I'm told, oh, you're no good, you're a piece of shit, you're this, you're that, and I'm still here and I'm still succeeding and I'm still, having a good time, and we're all, having a good time together. Every day is like a victory for me, quite frankly, because every day is a day that I'm told I can't do it and I'll never be successful, and here I am, still here. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I told everyone the King of Hate moniker didn't come around because I was the guy who hated on everyone. The King of Hate moniker came around because I was the guy everyone hated on. And I used that motivation of saying, listen, you hate me, fine, but I'm going to use that hatred, that unfair, unjustified hatred towards me to turn that into motivation to succeed and prove you wrong. That's what the King of Hate means. I own the hate against me to become successful. And that's why I'm still here today, So that's the ultimate high for me, is to defy the odds and to consistently keep going and not giving up. Okay? West of Grooves to me $10. And he says, by the way, that's the biggest contribution to the stream, so thank you very much. I'm going to put you up on the leaderboard in a moment, but let's read your comment first. He says, I hear about Corona becoming common. To this day, people are still catching the H1N1, which is known as the swine flu. That being said, shout out to the coronavirus, as my boss told me we can take an unlimited amount of time off this month due to the virus. Wow. Okay, then. Well, I don't know how that works out. Unlimited time off, but I doubt you're going to get paid for it. But thank you for the tip, West of Grooves. I appreciate that. Let me get you up on the leaderboard here. Shit. Yeah, like, undoubtedly, we're going to see businesses be... Oh, my God, my keyboard is fucked up. Businesses are going to be very, very affected by this. Like, just think about, no more conferences, no more in-person gatherings until, we reach a point where I guess this thing isn't a giant scare anymore, right? And how long is that going to take? Who fucking knows, right? All right, let's continue. Babyman Gaming tipped me $1. Is there any chance of playing the new Battle Royale mode of Modern Warfare? Yeah, like I just said, if it really is coming out tomorrow, I'll do it as Wednesday night's late stream. I'm perfectly okay with that. Now that I didn't know that was happening, but if it's happening, I'm down for it. I've been waiting for the damn thing, so. Okay. Lawler Mittens is telling me incredibly technical shit that I don't even know if I understand. He says, he cheered 100 bits, says, the coronavirus will change your RNA. It tricks your cells into believing the virus is part of your DNA strands, and it reproduces cells instead of clean ones. Okay, I'm not sure I need to know all the technicalities of that. So, thanks anyway. I don't think we're gonna, I don't even know what that means. I seriously don't even know what that means, so I'm just gonna say thanks for the cheer. Okay. Albert Aponte took me $1.30, says, what do we have to send for mod application? You email me at darksidephil@hotmail.com. You give me your Twitch name. You tell me how often you attend the streams and how often you would be able to moderate. And any other information you want to give me about yourself is appreciated. So there you go. Thank you for the $1.30 tip, Alfred. PW Dubs gifted us up to Pennywise 954434. Congratulations, Pennywise, on the gifted sub. Dr. Phil tipped $1. He says, how were you not nervous during tournaments? Well, here's the thing. I never said I wasn't nervous during tournaments, okay? What I said is I had a mentality that I was the ultimate underdog and no one expected anything of me. So if I failed, no one really cared. In fact, if I failed, people cheered. They liked it when I failed. Like I said, I was known as the underdog guy that, we wanted that known top player to win, man. We don't want this fucking noob Darkside Phil, this shit-talking noob to win. We want the top player to win, right? So, for me, instead of being nervous, it was more about being motivated to defy the odds. Now, I'm not saying I wasn't nervous, especially when you're playing a top player and they're on their game and they, good reactions or whatever. It's tough, man. It's tough. I'm not going to lie. But I always had this attitude going into a tournament that no one is definitively and ultimately better than me, that on any given day, anyone can beat anyone, dependent on, factors, and that I should never count myself out. I should just face every match as equal. So I don't care if I'm facing Joe Splamoni from Hoboken, New Jersey, who no one's ever heard of, in a first-round match, or if I'm facing Justin Wong in a first-round match. It's the same match. You just play your game. You play the match. You don't worry about who you're facing. You don't care about who's on the other side of that controller. You just fucking play your game, right? It doesn't matter. Just a name is nothing. The game is everything. And that's kind of how I approached it. And the way that I approached it made it so that intimidation was never a factor anymore. I just didn't care who I played. So, oh, Phil, did you hear you're playing so-and-so next? I don't fucking care. Send them my way. Send me the gauntlet. I don't give a fuck. And by the way, some tournaments, they did send me the gauntlet because they were, it's that Darkside Phil asshole. Let's rig the brackets. Make him play all the good players first. Okay, and I beat them all. That's how it was. So I didn't give a shit about that. And it didn't deter me. And, once you don't care about the person you're playing on the other side, all that intimidation melts away and you can just focus on your game. So, there you go. PW Dubs gifted another sub to Zelda Minis. Congratulations, Zelda Minis, on the gifted sub. And thank you, PW Dubs. Lots of support this morning. Sundance McGee did 100-bit cheers. If you were a wrestler, what would you name your finisher and what would it be? I don't know. I mean, I understand this is supposed to be like a silly question. And I've joked about, I've said, I'll do a fart right in your face or something, I'll belch, disgusting, belch right in the mouth. I don't know. I used to joke around about being a wrestler and stuff when I was younger. I used to be a huge fan of wrestling. I would want to, I'm going to be a wrestler. And no, I'm not. And then we were in Street Fighter. You joke, let's make it like wrestling with these big overblown intros or whatever. But I don't have a serious answer for your question. I'm sorry. Dr. Phil tipped me another $1. He said, you beat Justin Wong multiple times. Nobody can call you a noob. But that's the thing. And it's very similar to my internet presence now. Like, right now, I've been making videos for 11 years. I'm the most prolific gaming person on the planet. No one can say that they made more consistent gaming videos than I did. I continue to be successful. All right, I continue to be here every day. But every person, well, that doesn't exist. None of these positives exist. Phil's just a failure over and over and over, right? There's people who discount every fucking win I ever got in Street Fighter. Oh, well, Phil beat Justin. That doesn't count because it was this version of the game or that, It's like, what? But I beat him on multiple versions of multiple games. What are you talking about? Oh, it doesn't matter because it's Dark Side Phil. That's ultimately what it becomes. It doesn't matter just because it's the guy we don't like. So we discount everything. So, for those who have a brain between their ears, you're right. You would look at tournament results and you would say, oh, holy shit. Yeah, this guy actually did do really well for a period of like 3 or 4 years there. He was on the top of his game. He was beating every major player. He was really, really good. But that's people who have like a logical mind. You have to understand the people that hate on me don't have logical minds. They're just looking to hate and justify that hate in any way they can. So yeah, there's actually people who discount that shit because they're morons. What can I say? Aguilar Torius Charity says, who do you think were the best players during your time? The top 10? It depends on what game you're talking about. Justin Wong will always make my top 10 of everything because he was the universal guy who could play any fucking fighting game and jump in at a high level and dominate everyone. Even if it was a game that wasn't his forte, he would find a way to win most of the time. Would he always win every tournament? No. But would he be a top player? Yes. So I would say overall, in my time, Justin Wong was the best player. But, now you're talking, if you're talking game specific, there was always different players who were at the top of their game during various time periods. So I can't even answer that overall. Cliffy Bureau did a 200-bit cheer. He said, hi, Phil. If you still need a part-time mod, your boy is free. Well, Cliffy, you have to apply like everybody else. I already explained the criteria. So go ahead if you would like. And thank you very much, Cliffy. Oops. For the 200-bit cheer, which is the top cheer of the day. I appreciate that. All right, very briefly, guys, let's do a shout-out for those who are on the leaderboards. And then we're going to take a break so that I can get ready for Mega Man. I have to use the bathroom. I've had to use the bathroom for the past 20 minutes, and I've been holding it in to do shout-outs. So shout-out to the following people. Aguilar, Torius, and Baldy, who are tied for 4th place cheering this week. And then a triple tie for first between Lawler Mitten, Sundance McGee, and Cliffy Bureau. Thank you guys for these early cheers. And, of course, thank you to PW Dubs, who just gifted 2 subs, okay? Good Game Goblin just tipped me $1. Good to see you, man. He says, the mod should be chosen via democratic process. Let the people choose who rules over them. No, that's not how it works. I'm sorry. But thank you for the $1 tip. All right, guys, let's take a break. I have to use the bathroom. I'll be back in a few minutes, and then we'll get started with Mega Man 02. See how far we can get today. I don't know how long the game is. Maybe we can beat it, or maybe we can at least get to the end game segments of it. I don't know. But let's give it a few minutes here. We'll be back, and then we'll start up. Okay, guys? Thanks. I'll see you in a few minutes.